Greetings, welcome on in, guys. Unoptimized Fool from the closet. Glad you could be here. Now, I've been talking about 11.0.5, right? The 20th anniversary patch a lot lately, right? Because obviously it's coming out this Tuesday. But I want to talk about it again, right? So I've talked about how if you want to level some alts, this is the 70-ish days to do it, right? But we even have even more incentive to level up because in 11.0.5, there's a chance to have 50-ish, 55% XP gain increase, right? So let's break it down, right? So the event itself is going to be giving a 10% increase to experience and reputations, right? Now, reputations are a little bit lower than experience, but still, we're going to see a 10% increase there. Now, there's a lot of other factors that kind of go into this, right? Now, there's if you have 5 alts right now, you have up to 25% experience gain on your alts, right? So if you only have one, I think it's 5% per. I think that's how math works. Yeah, 5 times 5 is 25, right? So again, each alt up to 5 is 5% XP gain on all your alts on your account. So that means you can have up to 25%. You can also get 10% for being in war mode, right? So again, war mode, there's incentive that's why they do the 10% to get people into war mode. Now, obviously, this is, as we go, this is more, obscure type of XP. Because, those two, the first ones that I mentioned, those are the first, two main ones that are going to be mostly accessible to everyone. There's actually, but with war mode, obviously, if you're on a server where, you're a horde and the horde is the majority of the faction, and if you're doing outdoor content, because this doesn't work inside of dungeons, of course, then you can obviously do that. But obviously, if you're like, I'm Alliance on Kill Jaden, which is mostly horde, it would probably be a bad idea if I decide to level Alliance character through the world, because I'll just be getting ganked all the time, right? So there's some min-maxes there. Obviously, it's a situational thing, determine it on your own. Also, during the event, by the way, there's this, every day you can get another 10% bonus for completing a small quest. I believe it's a daily quest. So that's also another 10%. As well as there's a 10% Darkmoon Faire one that's up sometimes. And as well as there's a 10% one for the, I almost said Hallow, the Halloween event inside of World of Warcraft. So basically, you can get up to almost 55% of XP gain, right? But majority of us is probably only going to get, if you have 5 alts and, obviously you're playing during the 20th anniversary, you're only going to get about 35%. But honestly, that's still really good, right? So that's honestly a really good system. Like, again, on top of the alts and right now I'm leveling a shaman. It's super fast with that 5 alts already leveled up with the 25%, and then just add another 10% on that, just not even trying to do anything else. You're going to be cruising through the content. Now, obviously, back in the day, World of Warcraft used to be, level slowly. That's part of the experience. But nowadays, we played through the game so often that all the storylines have been kind of done before. And, now we just want to level our alts. And why do we want to level our alts? It's just something to do, right? So, obviously, this is talking about the old design of World of Warcraft, right? And how, back in 2004, we would be slowly leveling, and people would rarely have more than 2 mains, right? Because it was a hard task back in the day. But now it's really easy, and now it's mostly end game, which is fine. Games mature over time, and games change over time, so this is fine. But guys, big XP boost. You guys gotta be leveling those alts. There's no excuse for alts, and also reputations too. There's tons of new reputations to be grinded out and accessible through the Time Walking event. But guys, I just wanted to let you guys know that. Again, thank you for being here. I am Unoptimized Fool from the closet. Glad you could be here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.